Harrison Hollywood, still waiting for my word processor. And ready or not, we have this month's edition of the Hollywood Top 10, all set for your edification and enjoyment, we hope. It's our regular review and preview of the top 10 films across the country. But remember, they aren't my choices, they're yours. The 10 movies doing the biggest business at the box office for the 4 weeks just prior to taping. If you're all set, we begin our countdown. Number 10. There's one little girl against the world out there, but she's doing pretty well for herself.
Poor dog. Leave him alone. What's he ever done to you? I'm screwed. All right, who's next?
Well, next are some of the critics who say there's no life or feeling in Annie, as Columbia and producer Ray Stark bring America's favorite orphan to the big screen. Little Aileen Quinn is a fine little Annie, and the cast is loaded with heavyweights, from Albert Finney and Bernadette Peters to Anne Ranking and my own particular favorite, Carol Burnett, who knows how to act and react.
Oliver Warbucks, the millionaire?
Oh, no, Oliver Warbucks, the billionaire.
Mary, Mother, God.
There is a lot of fun with Annie, so it could have been better. Let's enjoy what there is. PG-rated Annie, An Orphan No More, is number 10. Number 9, the good news is that Henry Winkler has finally become a genuine movie star. Night Shift is the proof, and it's good for laughs, as former Happy Days co-star Ron Howard directs Henry and Michael Keaton in an outrageous tale from the naked city. The two are attendants at the New York City morgue, surrounded by bodies. And conman Keaton gets the idea of running ladies of the evening from their office. Henry objects more than once.
As we sit here and idly chat, there are women, female human beings, rolling around in strange beds with strange men, and we are making money from that.
Is this a great country or what?
A great country, and a great role for Michael Keaton, who is sensational. Winkler's actually left to react much of the time, but he does it beautifully, as when one of the ladies offers to cook his breakfast, just when the girlfriend calls.
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm not doing anything. Well, of course I sound strange if you call me up early in the morning and you say, what am I doing? And I'm not doing anything. Oh, my God. I just stepped on a tack. Yeah, I love you, too.
It's coming right up.
Some wonderful moments, and while it isn't all good, clean fun, it is fun. R-rated from Ladd and Warner's Night Shift is number 9. Number 8, you've seen it all before. In fact, 40 years before. Romance and life in the military are back. This time, the title is An Officer and a Gentleman. This time, the star is Richard Gere, who guarantees a solid audience, and Deborah Winger, who turns in a solid performance in a fairly cliched script reminiscent of some late show favorites. Gere's a toughie, intent on being an officer, while Lou Gossett Jr. could have an Oscar nomination as the drill sergeant who doesn't think this boy belongs in the Corps.
I've changed. I've changed since I've been here.
Hell, you haven't.
I've changed, sir.
You just polished up your act a little bit. You just shined it up. Now tell me what I want to hear. I want your DOR.
No, sir.
I want your DOR.
I ain't gonna quit.
Spell it. D-O-R.
I ain't gonna quit.
Yeah, then you can be free, and you and your daddy can get drunk and go hog chasing together, huh?
No, sir.
DOR.
I ain't gonna quit.
All right, then you can forget it. You're out.
Don't you do it. Don't you. I got nowhere else to go.
Oh, yes, he does. He can run to the arms of Deborah Winger, who sees fine husband material in him, even if he may not make an officer. Can he make the grade either way? That's the movie. R-rated from Paramount, An Officer and a Gentleman is number 8. Number 7, they knew this would be a tough one, and if you ever read John Irving's sensational novel, you knew it too. But The World According to Garp is here. And director George Roy Hill has done his best to capture a strange world of almost ordinary people, all of whom march to a different drum. Robin Williams is young Garp. Glenn Close is terrific as his feminist mother, ready and fascinated to meet any problem or any person, including Swoosie Kurtz as a particular kind of sidewalk vendor.
Does it degrade you to have my son want you in that way, or do you think it only degrades him?
I don't know.
Do you want her? Do you want her like you want Helen? Is it the same kind of want? You really want to have sex with her? Well, do you?
Yes. course I do.
All right.
I mean, is that a mother? Garp delivers the unexpected to those who don't know the novel. And John Lithgow is a standout as a transsexual ex-wide receiver, just another of the extraordinary citizens who live in this world according to Garp. R-rated from Warner's, Garp is number 7. Number 6, America has rediscovered the thrill of a haunted house, but leave it to a child to see it first.
Hello? What do you look like? Talk loud, I can't hear you. 5. Yes. Yes. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I do know, and so does Steven Spielberg, who brings you the excitement of Poltergeist. Craig T. Nelson and Jo Beth Williams star as an average married couple with family who live comfortably in a middle-class house and who think they live alone. There are spirits in that house, and while they start off nicely enough for ghosts, they bring a reign of terror and suspense thanks to director Tobe Hooper. Beatrice Straight and Zelda Rubinstein are along for the ride, and it's a bumpy one. Poltergeist, good. PG rated from MGM and UA, number 6. Number 5, you can never go wrong with the Walt Disney label. Well, that used to be true, but the master movie maker's heirs are entitled to their mistakes. And Tron might qualify, although reaction has been mixed. Jeff Bridges and Bruce Boxleitner are the handsome heroes caught in a futuristic world and a technological nightmare that looks great on screen and is some very innovative filmmaking.
Hey, it's the big master control program everybody's been talking about.
Stop. I'm warning you. I'm gonna have to put you on the game grid. Oh man, this isn't happening. It only thinks it's happening.
Hey, there's been a mistake. I gotta see the guy in charge.
You will.
But all that computer know-how and new facets of filmmaking wear thin after a while. You're still left with the story of the good guys against David Warner as the evil wizard. The action taking place inside a video game, and sheer fantasy for those who like it. This time around, I'll stay home and play Pac-Man. PG rated from Disney, Tron is number 5. Number 4, this month Sylvester Stallone is out of the country, helping to promote the opening of Rocky III in a few foreign lands. There's no real language barrier, though. It doesn't take much to understand boxer Rocky Balboa, and creator Stallone does it best. I tell you, this character could go on forever if he chooses his opponents carefully. He thinks about that when he signed up for an exhibition match and just about meets his match.
Whoa, you move pretty fast for a big guy, you know that? Listen, why don't we just move around a little bit, you know, like give him a good show. First I'll chase you and you chase me, okay? How's that? All right? Go, here you go. Is that okay? That hurt, all right? How's that? Okay? Not bad, huh?
West Coast viewers may remember Johnny Red Shoes Dugan as the referee, but this is the old gang back together from Talia Shire to Burgess Meredith. Carl Weathers, and now the incredible opponent, Mr. T. But you know where my money is, don't you? PG rated from MGM UA, Rocky, still a champ at number 4. Number 3, it was the next Animal House, or Airplane. It came from producer-director Gary Marshall, who gave you Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley. It couldn't miss, but it did. Young Doctors in Love is an irreverent look at hospitals and the world of soap operas, and it was supposed to be a riot, but something went wrong. Michael McKean, Sean Young, Dabney Coleman, a whole truckload of real soap opera stars as cameos, they just couldn't do it. They couldn't pull off the operation in more ways than one.
No, we're in trouble.
9 seconds.
We're losing her.
8 seconds.
I'm reopening the
7
stopwatch
seconds.
valve. Thymus artery still blocked.
Oxygen! Oxygen! Counting down.
4, turn to 6 approach ordinary. There isn't time anymore, Doctor.
Captain Pepe, quickly!
1 second.
You and that!
No, never mind. We've lost her. They've Killed her!
I don't know who the real dummy is, and while they try to throw the jokes at you as fast as they can, somehow they just don't land. My suggestion, take 2 aspirin, it'll go away. For now, R-rated from 20th, Young Doctors in Love is number 3. Number 2, I'll let the girls tell you.
Come on over here. I'd like you to meet my girls.
It's just a little bitty pissant country place. Nothing much to see.
Well, I have to agree with that as much as I was looking forward to seeing Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds in the best little whorehouse in Texas. It's not the best as much as they tried. Yes, there's dancing and hooping and a whole lot of hollering, but the fun is manufactured, and the warmth never really comes forward. Burt does his best, fighting to keep the famous chicken ranch open, even taking it right to Charles Durning, who's great as the governor.
Those girls out there have never caused any trouble to anybody. They're healthy, tax-paying, law-abiding citizens who supply a demand and provide an economic asset to the community.
Whew. Yeah, Earl. You ever think about running for office? Huh? Why, I swear, you make that whorehouse sound like a damn non-profit recreational facility.
It's certainly not non-profit. The R-rated screen version of the Broadway play is raking it in for Universal. Burt and Dolly's millions of fans make certain of that. The teaming just misses somehow, but the movie doesn't. Best Little Whorehouse is number 2. That leaves only 1. And number 1 this month, and please wait for me to say it, it's E.T., the extraterrestrial, who's come 4 million light years or so from home to brighten up your neighborhood theaters and to lead the box office to ecstasy. Small wonder, though, because E.T. delivers for the whole family. Steven Spielberg has made cinema history in more ways than one. He knows there's an audience out there, and in one average home, there's something else.
All right. Where's the pizza?
Mom, there's some out there. It's in the tool shed. It threw the ball at me. Nobody go out there.
Stop now. You guys stay right here.
You stay here, Mom. We'll check it out.
Well, you know by now that Elliot is onto something, just like Spielberg. The story of the lost little space creature, the charm of young Henry Thomas as his pal, the casting, the script, the entire adventure add up to make E.T., PG-rated from Universal, number 1 for the 2nd month in a row. And that does it. This month's top 10 from 10 to 1 with just 1 more. Our regular pick of the month, which is getting a lot of attention, but probably not enough box office to ever make our list. Gregory's Girl is an import from Scotland, presented by the Samuel Goldwyn Company. A tale of a young man experiencing his first love, all the fun and all the folly that entails. Gordon John Sinclair is our hapless hero, spilling his heart to a classmate.
I'm in love. Since when? Half an hour ago. It's great. I feel restless and I'm dizzy. It's wonderful. Bet I don't get any sleep tonight.
That sounds more like indigestion.
No, I'm serious.
Who is it? Is it a mature woman? Did you wash your hands?
Don't be crude. It's someone on the football team.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you told anyone else about this? Probably just a phase. Who is it, Andy?
No, it's Dorothy. She's a girl.
Oh.
For a minute he thought, never mind. Many have reported the film is charming, innocent, and fresh, and that's fair enough. But I found the brogues difficult to understand, the plot a little weak and silly, the film itself light on humor and definitely too long. PG rated on this one, you pays your money, you takes your chances. And that does it. This month's edition of Personal Opinion at the box office. Showtime's Hollywood Top 10 with a look at the movies that are moving people to the theaters. If you don't agree 100%, that's part of the game too. Until next time, Bill Harris in Hollywood, I thank you. We will talk again.